Hey Bears fans, we're back with an exclusive video and the latest updates on our beloved Chicago Bears. Before we dive in, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. That way, you'll always stay up to date with breaking news and exclusive content. The latest rumor shaking the Chicago Bears locker room has everyone talking, and at the center of it all is wide receiver ODUNZE, who reportedly showed up with a noticeable bruise on his face, sparking a firestorm of speculation about what really went down behind closed doors. Sources suggest that ODUNZE, fresh from his breakout collegiate career with the Washington Huskies where he became a consensus All-American, has found himself in a tense standoff with teammates and coaching staff alike. Some insiders claim that this altercation was not just a minor disagreement, but escalated into a full-blown confrontation that revealed cracks in the team's internal dynamics. The NFL is no stranger to locker room controversies, but what makes this situation particularly intriguing is the presence of both young talent and veteran expectations colliding in ways that could redefine the team's culture. Observers are now questioning whether ODUNZE's arrival in Chicago, anticipated as a major boost to the Bears' offense, might have inadvertently exposed vulnerabilities in leadership and discipline. Rumors swirl that the incident involved sharp words, physical intimidation, and possibly a challenge to authority, leaving fans and analysts alike debating whether this is an isolated incident or a symptom of a deeper unrest brewing within the squad. Whispers among journalists and insiders suggest that the source of the tension might stem from rivalries over playing time, role clarity, and the pressures of meeting high expectations in one of the NFL's most scrutinized franchises. ODUNZE, known for his explosive athleticism and playmaking ability in college, reportedly clashed with a teammate whose reaction to his performance was less than welcoming. Speculation points to a heated exchange that allegedly escalated to the point of physical confrontation, resulting in the bruise fans noticed in recent appearances. While the Bears organization has not confirmed the details, unnamed sources imply that the coaching staff is scrambling to contain the situation before it affects team morale on the field. The narrative that ODUNZE was challenged or provoked in a way that tested his patience adds a layer of drama that fans can't ignore, especially considering his high-profile reputation as a rising star. Analysts are now debating the implications of such incidents for a young player navigating the transition from college to professional football, particularly in a city where media scrutiny amplifies every misstep. There's also talk that this confrontation could have ripple effects, influencing how teammates perceive leadership, trust, and cohesion within the Bears' locker room, potentially shaping strategies for upcoming games and roster decisions. Adding to the intrigue, social media has become a battleground of opinion, with clips, photos, and unverified reports fueling the speculation. Observers argue that the visual evidence of ODUNZE's injury, combined with ambiguous comments from insiders, has created a narrative of conflict that may or may not reflect the full reality. Some commentators suggest that the situation is being exaggerated, portraying ODUNZE as either a victim or an aggressor, depending on who is telling the story, and that this ambiguity is exactly what makes the rumors so irresistible to fans hungry for drama. Meanwhile, team insiders reportedly stress that the locker room is a complex ecosystem where personalities clash, ambitions collide, and tempers flare, especially when a promising young talent like ODUNZE steps into an established environment. Theories abound that this incident could either mark a turning point for ODUNZE, galvanizing him to become a leader and symbol of resilience, or conversely, it might highlight the challenges he faces adapting to a professional culture that demands both skill and diplomacy. Analysts point out that the Bears, historically known for their passionate but sometimes volatile locker rooms, may be at a crossroads where the integration of rookies and rising stars could either rejuvenate the team or exacerbate existing tensions. Adding yet another layer to the speculation, some insiders claim that the incident may have involved more than just a personal disagreement. There are murmurs that it could be symptomatic of a broader, ongoing power struggle within the team, where veterans are resistant to newcomers and coaching strategies are under scrutiny behind the scenes. Observers are analyzing whether ODUNZE's bruised appearance represents an isolated flare-up or a manifestation of systemic issues that could affect team chemistry and performance. While official statements remain carefully neutral, the intensity of the whispers has only fueled fan obsession, as the juxtaposition of ODUNZE's youthful energy and the pressure cooker of the Bears' environment makes for an irresistible narrative. Experts suggest that if unresolved, such incidents could influence both public perception and internal decision-making, potentially impacting everything from playtime allocation to contract negotiations. Speculation also touches on the psychological toll on ODUNZE, who, after achieving national recognition in college, may now be navigating a professional environment far more complex and demanding than he anticipated. Fans are left to interpret every gesture, interview, and social media post as potential evidence of an unfolding saga that could define the trajectory of the Bears' season and ODUNZE's role within it. The timing of this rumored altercation adds to the drama, coming just as the Bears are expected to make strategic adjustments to their roster and offensive schemes. Analysts posit that the pressure of adapting to new systems, paired with high expectations for ODUNZE to deliver immediately, may have created a volatile combination, igniting tensions with teammates who feel threatened or overshadowed. There is ongoing speculation about whether this incident could signal deeper challenges with leadership and communication within the locker room, or whether it will fade into the background as the team focuses on performance. Some insiders suggest that ODUNZE's temperament and competitive drive, once celebrated in college, might be tested in ways that reveal not just skill but character under pressure. Rumors also hint at potential interventions from coaching staff or veteran players attempting to mediate the situation, balancing the need to maintain authority with the desire to harness ODUNZE's talent effectively. The uncertainty surrounding the true nature of the conflict keeps fans and analysts engaged, dissecting every clue, every facial expression, and every cryptic comment, searching for insight into what is shaping up to be one of the more talked-about locker room stories in recent Bears history. Finally, the speculation surrounding Rome ODUNZE has ignited discussions about the culture of professional football and how young athletes transition into high-stakes environments. Commentators note that incidents like these, while sensational, are often reflective of broader patterns where talent, ego, and ambition intersect in high-pressure scenarios. ODUNZE, coming from a highly successful college program, may be navigating uncharted territory, learning that professional football is as much about managing relationships and perception as it is about physical performance. Fans and analysts alike debate whether this is a formative moment for ODUNZE or a warning sign of potential friction that could affect his career trajectory. There's also curiosity about how the Bears organization will handle this situation behind closed doors, balancing public perception with internal resolution strategies. The combination of visible injury, rumored verbal exchanges, and ambiguous social media hints has created a narrative that is as captivating as it is unverified, leaving the football world eager for clarity. Whether this incident becomes a catalyst for growth, conflict, or controversy, the story of Rome ODUNZE in Chicago is poised to dominate conversations for weeks, if not months, as the NFL community watches with a mixture of intrigue and speculation. As speculation continues to swirl, insiders suggest that the long-term implications of this rumored confrontation may extend beyond the locker room, potentially influencing ODUNZE's integration into the Bears' offensive schemes and broader team strategy. Analysts argue that the presence of a bruised, visibly frustrated young receiver could signal underlying tensions that affect communication on the field, chemistry in passing routes, and overall team cohesion. Some theories posit that ODUNZE, fueled by both anger and ambition, may channel the energy from this incident in a heightened performance, seeking to assert dominance and prove his value to both teammates and coaching staff. Conversely, others warn that unresolved disputes could undermine confidence, creating a psychological burden that hampers decision-making, focus, and collaboration. The narrative has prompted debate over the role of leadership in the NFL, questioning how coaching staff and veteran players mediate disputes, manage expectations, and cultivate a culture that supports both emerging talent and experienced personnel. Social media commentary adds another dimension, with fans projecting interpretations that range from sympathy for ODUNZE to criticism of perceived arrogance, fueling an atmosphere of scrutiny that may affect both public image and internal morale. The interplay between individual talent and team dynamics is central to the unfolding drama, as observers wonder whether the Bears can reconcile potential friction while maximizing the contribution of a player with high-profile potential. Rumors also point to potential repercussions in terms of team hierarchy, with insiders speculating that ODUNZE's presence may challenge established roles and influence how veterans assert authority. Observers note that locker room politics can be subtle yet impactful, with small conflicts escalating into defining moments that reshape the culture of franchise. Some sources suggest that the incident involving ODUNZE may have ignited debates among players about respect, responsibility, and accountability, creating factions or alliances that could influence everything from morale to in-game decision-making. Analysts discuss the delicate balance between fostering competition and maintaining harmony, highlighting the risks of high-talent recruits entering environments where interpersonal dynamics are already fragile. The speculation is compounded by the fact that ODUNZE, having been a central figure in a nationally recognized college program, is accustomed to a spotlight and may approach challenges differently than his professional peers. Fans speculate endlessly on how this convergence of personality, skill, and ambition could play out on the field, considering both the potential for extraordinary performance and the possibility of ongoing disruption. The tension between individual brilliance and collective unity has become the focal point of discussion, raising questions about leadership, team culture, and the Bears' ability to navigate complex personalities while pursuing success in a competitive league. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Your support helps us keep bringing you the latest updates on our Chicago Bears. And don't be shy. Drop your thoughts on the news in the comments below. Insiders have hinted that the coaching staff may need to intervene in unprecedented ways, not just to manage the immediate conflict, but to establish a framework for integrating ODUNZE into the team's culture effectively. Some speculate that mentorship programs, team-building exercises, or structured communication initiatives could be on the table to prevent future incidents, while others question whether such measures can fully mitigate the challenges posed by a highly competitive and emotionally charged environment. Analysts emphasize that the Bears' handling of this situation could serve as a case study in professional sports, illustrating the importance of conflict resolution, emotional intelligence, and leadership in high-stakes teams. Meanwhile, social media buzz amplifies every rumor, with supporters and critics alike dissecting potential motives, reactions, and outcomes, creating a narrative that may shape public perception irrespective of the actual facts. There is also speculation about how ODUNZE himself will respond, whether with contrition, assertiveness, or a combination of both, as he navigates the complexities of professional expectations and personal pride. Every comment, every glance in interviews, and every appearance is now subject to interpretation, turning even mundane interactions into fodder for analysis. This ongoing discourse underscores the high stakes of reputation management in the modern NFL, where perception can rival performance in its significance for a young player's career trajectory. Some observers have proposed that this incident could redefine ODUNZE's role within the Bears, forcing coaches to reconsider strategies, target allocations, and even leadership responsibilities. Analysts speculate that a player with such a fiery temperament and evident physical capability may either become a focal point of the offense or a source of friction that necessitates careful management. The speculation raises questions about how the Bears balance talent utilization with team culture, weighing the benefits of ODUNZE's explosive abilities against potential risks to cohesion and morale. Fans, meanwhile, dissect every hint, from subtle facial expressions to cryptic social media posts, interpreting them as evidence of larger narratives, alliances, or rivalries within the team. There is also discussion about the long-term psychological impact on ODUNZE, with some experts suggesting that navigating adversity early in a professional career can either build resilience or exacerbate stress, affecting both performance and personal development. The rumor mill thrives on these uncertainties, and as the story circulates, it increasingly shapes expectations for both ODUNZE and the Bears organization. The tension between talent, temperament, and team dynamics now stands as a central storyline in the narrative of the season, creating a blend of anticipation, concern, and speculation among observers and fans alike. Further speculation revolves around the possible reactions of veteran players, with insiders suggesting that some may view ODUNZE's presence and actions as a challenge to established authority, while others may see an opportunity to mentor and guide him through the pressures of professional football. Analysts debate the potential for either factionalism or mentorship-driven growth, emphasizing how the resolution, or lack thereof, could significantly impact team cohesion. Rumors suggest that locker room dynamics may now hinge on whether ODUNZE can earn respect not just through performance, but through interpersonal conduct, adaptability, and response to criticism. Fans engage with this narrative passionately, creating dialogues that mix empathy, judgment, and predictive analysis, turning speculation into a communal experience that extends beyond the stadium. Meanwhile, pundits continue to dissect the implications for coaching strategies, roster management, and the broader competitive outlook, questioning whether the incident might influence decision-making in subtle but consequential ways. The recurring theme in these discussions is that talent alone is rarely sufficient in a complex, high-stakes environment, and that navigating interpersonal dynamics is as critical to success as athletic ability. In the context of the Bears, Rome ODUNZE has become the focal point of a narrative that intersects sport, personality, and speculation in ways that are gripping, unresolved, and highly influential. That's it for this update. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay updated with exclusive news about our Chicago Bears, be sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button. We can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comments. See you in the next video.